going to be a different kind of video. First, I'm writing a book, and I have a collection of books that I'm writing about, and I'm going to be translating them into English because I think they're very good, and the English world should listen to the Cuban perspective on the recuperation revolutionary movement in the history of Cuba from 1959 through 1963. And he writes really, really well, very clear, very effervescent. See if I have I wish I could. I haven't translated this one yet. I'm translating a different book. And I'm just 6,000 words in. Yeah, it's kind of hard. But anyways, just to give you a snippet of what I'm translating, he starts out by saying authoritarian and totalitarian, explaining what those two definitions mean. And I kind of differ because here in America we don't have a pure democracy. We have a republic, a constitutional republic. And what does that mean? Do you know what it means? It's quite different than different systems in the world. And it's lasted over 250 years. There's a reason why we're the best country in the whole world. And if we lose our country, we lose everything. But this is going to be one of the last series because I want to do my videos just a little bit different, to give you a little more value on books that I read and to really make a book club come together. So that's my goal, and it will be coming soon. So each new video will be just a small mini video, maybe not that short, but not more than 18 minutes. Or not more than 10 minutes. I'm going to try really hard to just explain books in just 10 minutes or less. That's my goal. So authoritarian and totalitarian. Let us begin by defining and firmly planting two terms that many equivocally misinterpret like synonyms and swap as such. And please never mind my translation. This is just a rough draft. I gotta go over it after I translated it and then put it into English. So these two terms refer to a system of that exercises power and is authoritarian and totalitarian. We think that the reason for the confusion is in that both abuse authority, which is to say that they ignore legitimate rights of the governed and exceed in the use of power for its management in government. This is characteristic of two systems, but a totalitarian one goes much further than the authoritarian one. In a totalitarian, which I just want to explain one thing, in a pure democracy, that there is room to transform into an authoritarian regime. It is not the checks and balances in a pure democracy aren't there to allow for a balance and for the governed to be self-governed. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just want to tell you that point. But a totalitarian goes much further than the authoritarian one. In a totalitarian government, there not only is excess and in the use of power, but it goes to the total concerning of the person by control and manipulation of all their necessities and vital urgencies to finally force the incorporation of a current imposition on the social political regime. An authoritarian government accepts that citizens are politically neutral, but in a totalitarian government, rights are not recognized in their neutrality. Support is required. The authoritarian regime defines a dictator, while a totalitarian regime involves a tyrant. So what's the difference between totalitarianism and democracy by Cuban standard? A totalitarianism and a democracy are two systems of government that harbor large and inseparable differences. Each one of them represents faithfully the opposite of the other. But many who have not had a first-hand experience in totalitarian country cannot comprehend the degradation suffered by the person exposed to that situation. And just that's I'm just going to leave it there, because there's much more to be said about this, and I haven't finished writing it. But it's very complex to translate into another language, from another language to this language. It's a time-consuming, laborious job that I'm planning on taking on. Hopefully I'll finish by fall, and I hope you all would help me out by buying the book and giving me some reviews on the book. Hopefully it will enlighten and educate our community in America, and we can have perspective on what's going on and the kinds of manipulations that we're seeing in the media, and the lies, and the censorship, and everything else that goes with a transformation in society. Anyways, so this is the book that I'm translating. Hopefully it'll be out in the fall, and you'll support me. Thank you very much. Please subscribe, like, and join my group, my team, and I hope that you subscribe to my email list. You'll get reviews, you'll get book reviews, and a little bit of chit-chat that you can respond to me personally, and we can talk over email and in private, and discuss situations that are going on. So please subscribe to Marla Benavidez email community, or Cuban Goddess, if you want to call me that, and by going to CubanGoddessBookLady.com and signing up. Thank you. Bye. Please like and subscribe and share.